Let's talk about where most of us go wrong. We want success, but we don't have the systems to achieve it. Maybe you start the week with a list of goals, but by Friday, you've barely scratched the surface. Or you find yourself constantly reacting to life's chaos instead of creating a plan. Sound familiar? Here's the hard truth. If you don't intentionally design your habits, they'll unintentionally design your future. And that future might not be what you envisioned. But here's the good news. Stephen Covey's framework isn't just about fixing the symptoms of poor habits. It's about transforming the way you think, act, and live. Ready to dive in? Let's start with the foundation. Habit 1, be proactive. Covey's first habit is all about taking control of your life. Being proactive means recognizing that you're not a victim of your circumstances. You're the architect of your destiny. This habit is a game changer because it shifts your mindset from why me to what can I do about this. Think about the last time you faced a setback. Did you dwell on the problem or did you focus on a solution? Proactive people don't waste energy blaming others or waiting for someone to rescue them. Instead, they focus on their circle of influence, the things they can control. Example, imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for a meeting. A reactive person might curse the traffic, blame the city planning, or stew in frustration. A proactive person, on the other hand, would use the time to plan their day, listen to an audiobook, or even reschedule the meeting. By the way, when life feels like it's throwing lemons at you, are you making lemonade or just dodging them? This habit lays the foundation for every other habit we'll discuss. It's about reclaiming your power and focusing on what truly matters. Habit 2, begin with the end in mind. Now that you've embraced proactivity, it's time to talk vision. Covey says, all things are created twice, first in your mind, then in reality. In simpler terms, if you don't know where you're going, how will you ever get there? Take a moment to think about your goals. Are they clear and actionable or vague and undefined? Picture this, you're building a house without a blueprint. You start laying bricks randomly, hoping it turns into something amazing. Spoiler alert, it won't. Life works the same way. Here's an actionable step. Write your own personal mission statement. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not a college essay. Just outline what success looks like for you in different areas of life: career, health, relationships, and finances. The next habit is the key to turning that vision into a reality. Don't miss it. Habit 3, put first things first. This habit is all about priorities. Covey introduces the time management matrix, which divides tasks into 4 quadrants: urgent and important, not urgent but important, urgent but not important, and neither. Most people spend their lives trapped in the first quadrant, constantly firefighting. But here's the secret. The most effective people prioritize the second quadrant, important but not urgent tasks. These are the activities that build long-term success, like planning, learning, and building relationships. Let's say you want to improve your finances. Instead of reacting to every minor expense or impulse buy, focus on creating a budget, building an emergency fund, or learning about investing. These actions aren't urgent, but they're life-changing. Quick question, are you a firefighter or a chess player? One reacts, the other plans. Remember, putting first things first is about saying no to distractions and yes to your future. Habit 4, think win-win. Most people approach life as a competition. If someone wins, someone else has to lose. But Covey flips this narrative. He argues that true success comes from creating win-win scenarios, where both parties benefit. Imagine negotiating a salary raise. Instead of just demanding more money, think about how your contributions have added value to the company. Frame the conversation around mutual benefits, and you're far more likely to succeed. Start incorporating this mindset into everyday interactions. Whether it's a team project or a personal relationship, ask yourself, how can I create value for both of us? But what about communication? Habit 5 holds the answer. Habit 5, seek first to understand, then to be understood. How many times have you found yourself in a conversation, just waiting for your turn to speak? Maybe you've caught yourself thinking about what you're going to say next while the other person is still talking. Sound familiar? It's common, but it's also a huge mistake. Covey argues that effective communication starts with truly understanding the other person's perspective. Only then can you share your own thoughts in a way that resonates. Here's the powerful shift. Instead of jumping in with advice or your own opinion, start by listening first. Ask open-ended questions and genuinely seek to understand. When people feel heard, trust builds almost instantly, and that's when you can offer valuable insights that will land. In a world where we're all bombarded by distractions, this simple step of being fully present will make you stand out. And hey, if you're thinking, but what about my opinion? Don't worry, we'll get to that in just a moment. Just try it. Next time you have a conversation, let the other person speak without interruption. You'll be amazed at how much more effective your communication becomes when you fully listen first. Habit 6. Synergize. Synergy is where things start to get truly exciting. Covey explains that synergy is the concept of creating something greater than the sum of its parts. When two or more people come together, combining their talents, perspectives, and skills, the result is exponentially better than what any one person could have achieved alone. Think of it like a band. Each musician has their own talent, but together they create a sound that's much bigger than what any one person could do on their own. But how does this apply to you, especially in your personal or financial growth? Well, collaboration is key. Whether you're building a business, managing your finances, or even enhancing your personal life, partnering with people who complement your strengths can take you further. You're not in this alone, and when you embrace this mindset, you'll start seeing opportunities to build powerful networks, partnerships, and even friendships that elevate you. Don't fall into the trap of thinking you have to do everything yourself. By synergizing with others, whether it's mentors, colleagues, or friends, you'll unlock creativity and solutions you never thought possible. But how do you find the right people to collaborate with? Well, in Habit 7, we'll talk about something that will ensure you're ready for all the opportunities coming your way. Habit 7. Sharpen the saw. Here's the habit that many people overlook, yet it's arguably the most important one. Covey's final habit, Sharpen the Saw, is about self-care and continuous growth. You've probably heard the expression, you can't pour from an empty cup. The truth is, you're your most valuable asset, and if you don't invest in yourself, you'll eventually burn out. Sharpening the saw means regularly renewing your body, mind, heart, and spirit. On a physical level, it's about taking care of your health, exercise, sleep, and nutrition. Mentally, it's about feeding your brain with learning, reading books, listening to podcasts, or challenging your assumptions. Emotionally, it's about building meaningful relationships, and spiritually, it's about connecting with your sense of purpose or faith. If you're constantly on the go, grinding away to hit your goals, but neglecting your well-being, you're not going to last. When you take time to rest and rejuvenate, you come back with more energy, creativity, and focus. Imagine trying to cut down a tree with a dull saw. It's going to take twice as long and be far more exhausting. But if you sharpen that saw, you can work smarter, not harder. So, there you have it, the 7 habits of highly effective people, straight from Stephen Covey's timeless book. From being proactive to sharpening the saw, these habits are the cornerstone of success. But here's the thing, knowledge alone won't change your life. Action is the real key. So I challenge you, pick just one habit to focus on today. Start small, but start now. Now, if you want to dive even deeper into how these habits can unlock your financial potential, I've got something special for you. Check out my next video on why sleep is the secret to success. Unlock your full potential. It's packed with actionable steps that will guide you on the path to wealth and success. Don't miss it. You can find the link right on the end screen.